It's simpler and it's easier to be successful than it is to be a failure. Now, I know this might sound a little backwards, paradoxical, it might sound like an oxymoron, but hear me out. It is definitely easier to be successful than it is to be a failure. And this is in any field of life, whether it's fitness, whether it's financial, whether it's spiritual, whether it has to do with your relationships. It's always going to be simpler to be successful than it is to be a failure. And it's actually easier to be successful than it is to be a failure. Now, let's start in terms of financial well-being. You might be wondering, how on earth is it easier to be successful than it is to be a failure? So the truth is, success in any field of life is so damn simple. And over the years of entrepreneurship and working out, I come to realize this more and more and more. It's actually so simple to be successful, and it's simpler than it is to be a failure. So when it comes to money, for example, oftentimes when people are trying to be an entrepreneur, they are scatterbrained, they are not focused, their head is everywhere, they want to try 100 different ideas, but they then soon realize, if they end up being successful, that the simpler they kept their operation, the easier it became to make money. So let's use an example of real estate for this. I'm a real estate investor. I found a lot of success in it last year, just flipping homes. I did a couple wholesale deals, but my primary focus was flipping homes. I've seen so many people wanting to get into real estate that have never found any success because they didn't keep it simple. They said, oh, I want to be a realtor. I also want to do some Airbnbs, maybe get a couple of rental properties. I'll probably do a flip here or there. And they end up getting so scatterbrained, so weak focused that they don't do anything and they get no success. Now tell me what's harder, looking in 100 different directions, putting an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours of work in a direction here, in a direction there, and in a direction there every single week, only to find no success? Or is it easier and simpler to say, I'm only going to do one thing. I'm only going to do flips, and I'm going to find all my deals from this single lead source. There's no question at all that that's going to be a much easier path to success and a much simpler path of success because of the vivid vision, because of the clarity. Now, this doesn't only happen in real estate or finances, it also happens with physical health. So there's so many people that might want to lose muscle and gain weight, or said it backwards.
Congratulations, you played yourself.
There's so many people that might want to lose fat and gain muscle, or lose weight and gain muscle, which is so damn simple. The only thing you need to do is stick to any form of resistance training and stick to a diet that could keep you in a caloric deficit with a good amount of protein, of course.
Welcome to My Hunk Kitchen. Today, I'm going to show you how to make the perfect protein shake.
So if all you did was maintain the same exact, consistent, not complex diet, wholesome foods, eat some chicken, eat some steak, eat some fish, eat some fruits, and stick to working out, whether it's calisthenics, whether it's CrossFit, whether it's bodybuilding, all you have to do is stick to it and follow the game plan. And it's impossible. It's biologically impossible that you're not going to get fit, you're not going to build muscle, you're not going to lose weight if you're following that simplicity. Now tell me what you think's easier, to follow that simple rule, or to say, you know, I'm going to try keto, then I'm going to try paleo, then I'm going to try vegan, then I'm going to try CrossFit, then I'm going to try group fitness, then I'm going to try this. You're never going to get results because you're not being consistent. And between your stages of trying to be consistent, you're finding inconsistency, which brings you backwards. So it's going to be much easier physically and mentally to pick a diet plan and to pick an exercise program and to just stick with it. So what's my point of all of this? Whether it's fitness, whether it's finances, or anything else in life, it's going to be so much easier if you stay consistent. You could actually achieve almost anything you want. Let's say someone wanted to squat 400 pounds.
Everybody want to be a bodybuilder. Right. So nobody will lift this heavy ass weight. Go! I do it though! Yeah!
All they have to do is be consistent with their squats over months, over years, and it's impossible that they're not going to squat 400 pounds. So it sounds crazy, but honestly, once you find a certain level of success in any field, you realize how simple it is. So I hope that makes sense. I hope you all implement it. I hope you realize all of your goals, all of your dreams, all of your ambitions that you're trying to achieve, you're not actually trying to achieve, you're fantasizing to achieve it if you haven't taken the proper steps to achieve. The only way to achieve it is actually to try to achieve it, which means taking the necessary action steps with an honest effort to achieve it, and it will be inevitable that your goal will be achieved. Again, hope this makes sense. Let me know your thoughts on it in the comment section below, and I'll catch you all next time.